All right, just here to chat. Would you like some coffee? Wow, that's good. Mm. I actually play a video game too. That's good. Everybody needs a little coffee. I might. I'll probably will. What's going on, Bunny Hop? What's going on, man? How you doing? What's going on, everybody? This is just a chit chat with people. Normally, I have something on mind. I have a lot of stuff on my mind, but just chit chatting. So if you guys want to talk about anything, put it in the comment section. I don't know what the heck that says. Yeah. What's going on, Mustafa Ali? Do you play GTA? Well, I have it on my Xbox, but I actually haven't played it in a long time. But hold on a second. I got GTA Liberty Stories or whatever. Yeah. 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 I know I got all my games, or well, got a few games on there. But this is guy right here. I play that from time to time. Liberty Stories, City Stories. Yeah, it's not too bad. Pretty good condition still. I bought this. I don't know, $20. The only I think it's not complete, but it does. The game's in really good shape and everything. And yeah, it's a game that not everybody can find. I enjoy that. Um, so I do play it occasionally, but it's not really my open world game to play. And going through some other games like Splinter Cell. Yeah, I love Splinter Cell, or Max Payne, or got Dishonored. Love Dishonored. These are all Xbox 360 games, but Far Cry is always good. Spider-Man is always amazing. So is just a few different games. Some of these games are a little harder to find. Some of them are not. Like this one, nah. Anyways, put these back up, and I'll be back in a second. All right. So to answer the question, I do occasionally play it, but it's not really my go-to. Do you have a crazy high school story? I have a lot of stories. A lot of them are just stories. I have a lot of stories back in high school. Wasn't really much of a party or anything. Just really kept to myself. I still do the same thing, except do it more. Because people can't catch me because I'm too damn fast. GTA Vice City. I played it before. But I mainly have played GTA 5, Liberty Stories, and Vice City a little bit. GTA 3, I played it with my brother growing up. Pretty solid. And San Andreas, I do have San Andreas as well. Channels that cannot join YouTube status will lose their broadcast feature. That's false. That's what that is. That's not true. And somebody, they're like, I'm bored today. I'm going to cause some chaos today, all right? Chaos, calamity. I'm going to make a stupid YouTube channel thing that's called YouTube Warning. And I'm going to just go on YouTube, people's YouTube, live streams. And I'm going to try to scare them and make them believe that all this crap that I'm spewing from my lips is actually 100% authentic. The actual truth about it is, it's all false. It's all just fake. Half this crap that you read online is all fake anyways. So, yeah, choose your sources wisely. Do you have roaches? No, I do not have roaches. What a question. Clever question, but no, I don't. Happy face. I don't understand your, logic of thinking, I guess. I don't. What is your favorite? What's my favorite what? There's a lot of favorite candies, favorite coffee, favorite, video game. I guess maybe that's what you're talking about, favorite video games. So the last few years, my favorite video games have been, I love Dishonored is a real It's an amazing story. It's also an amazing game from start to finish. All of the games are amazing. Um, I personally am more into open world type games. So, like Red Dead Redemption, is really amazing. Witcher 3 Wild Hunt is up there as one of my favorites. Um, mm, I would have to say that the Far Cry series is also up there. Even though if I play it like back to back days or something, it gets really still. Um, because you're pretty much doing the exact same thing in all the games. But I think the game's amazing. Um, Assassin's Creed, it's up there. I do have to say though that Assassin's Creed Odyssey is my favorite. I like where the game's located at and stuff. I think that's fun. Um, I think it's really fun. Lately, I've been playing Warframe with my cousin Devin off and on and some of his buddies. Um, and then also just random people. So if you guys want to play Warframe together, hit me up. I'll play Warframe with you. I'm not the most talented, but I always am up for learning. A lot of people are not up for learning, but I'm up for learning. It's fun to learn how to play a video game because I remember um, when Warframe first came out, my cousin continuously, didn't badger me, but continuously talked about me all the time. He said, "Hey, John, you should check out Warframe," and I was like, I'm playing, fill in the blank, Red Dead Redemption or whatever at the time. And so eventually I was like, oh, you know what? I'll check it out. So I checked it out. I checked the dang video game out. And at first I was like, it's one of those games. And now I'm like, it's not a bad game to play. It's a solid feature. I play it once in a while, and I don't have Xbox Live right now or Xbox Gold Pass, where you can basically play any game online with anybody. Which I like that because I don't want to play any game with anybody. I sometimes I just want to play by myself and be at peace with myself. I don't really need someone else to um, team up with. But Warframe's the type of game that you sort of do in some missions. You need somebody's help. It's fun. It's fun to play those types of games. But I like open world games. So if you have any suggestions on any open world games, hit me up because I'm always open for the open world games because my perspective. So growing up, my number one game to play was wrestling games. I loved SmackDown versus Raw. I liked SmackDown Here Comes the Pain. That's one of my favorites. I own it now. I sold it when I went to college at Ball State University. And then I had to buy it again. I had to buy it. So I found somebody who was selling it for cheap, maybe $20. And he actually discounted it and gave it for me $10 because we were neighbors. And he worked at the convenience store. Or not convenience store, but it's like a little gaming store. But they sold a little bit of everything, so it's like a convenience store type deal. And yeah, I got the game, and I love that game. So, do you have a wife? No, no. I don't have a wife. I don't have anything. Mm-mm. You like the old Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 games? I'd say to a point. Some of those games I like the zombie mode more than anything else because I used to play those back in college. Um, yeah, bro, which one's your favorite? Yeah, those games right there. If I had my Xbox actually on right now, I could tell you more specifics, but um, which I like open world games. So basically, some of the games I go to if I don't know what game I want to play. Um, Assassin's Creed Odyssey is always a go-to. I know Valhalla and like number three, um, and even Origins and stuff. They get a lot of love, but Odyssey is always the one I go to, and I own pretty much all of them. So, Witcher 3 is good, but it's in-depth storytelling, so you got to really be driven with that story. And a lot of the missions take a little bit of time, so it's not my number one go-to game. A game I really like to play as of late as well, besides Warframe, is Avalar Re-Reckoning. That game's, I lose track of time real quickly with that game. Let me see. Somebody just scratched on their dang brakes. Far Cry, let's see. Far Cry 4 is my favorite Far Cry game. I like that you can, interact more with the environment a little bit more. Plus the animals and stuff. I know 5, you got more customization with your character, but I don't care about that. 4 is my favorite. And 4 I actually am more advanced in because, yeah. But I take that back. I'm more advanced in New Dawn than I am the other ones. But New Dawn, I have like a couple missions left, and the game is completely beaten. But yeah. Midnight Club, yeah, that's actually so that Midnight Club for Xbox 360 I actually bought for, I think it was $20, something like that. And I bought it at a flea market back in Indiana before I moved, and the game sells for over $70, $80. And I was like, yeah, because I was watching like Phoenix Resell and crap on YouTube, which I like Phoenix Resell. He's not crap. He's very educational, and I was like, maybe I could do this. I can't do that because I don't have the right thinking. My thinking is, if I find a game like that in the wilderness, I'm going to keep the damn thing. I'm not going to sell it. I don't have any perspective like that. I'm not going to be like, oh, hey, video game sold. But the video game is going to come home with me. I'm not going to sell the damn thing. Okay? And also when I go to the store, I'm looking for games that I can actually play. I'm not looking for games that I don't have the console to play. So I currently own an Xbox One, an Xbox 360, a PlayStation 2, and a Super Nintendo. So if it's not by one of those consoles, I most likely am not going to get it. Unless it's a game that I really, really want. Like if I found Donkey Kong 64 out in the wilderness, just sitting there, just wanting someone to take it home and claim it as their own, I'd probably pick that some gun up and I'd probably take it home. But it'd have to be the right price and everything. Even though I don't own a Nintendo 64, I would love that game. I think anybody in their right dang mind would want that dang game. It's also made by Rockstar. I did not know that. That's pretty nifty. Didn't know that whatsoever. Do you have a wife? Man, this is the second time this question's been asked. No, I don't. And I don't plan to have a wife. If I wake up tomorrow morning and I have a wife, we have a problem, all right? There's been some Futurama crap going on or something. I don't know. But no, I don't plan to have a wife anytime soon. I don't have any prospects out there either. All right. New sub. Well, thank you. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it. Do you follow Mr. Beast? I don't follow Mr. Beast. I think I'm subscribed to him. He's a nifty guy, I tell you that. See, I live in the same town that he lives in. All right. I live in Greenville, North Carolina. Mr. Beast lives in Greenville, North Carolina. We make polar opposite content. I want to be on his game show. All right. So if you know a connection, all right, I would love to be on his game show. But my main thing is, I would like to work with him in some capacity because that'd be amazing. But we'll have to wait and see what the cards, what the cards have in store for me, I guess. But tell fast, bro. I don't know what that's supposed to mean. Yeah, Dishonored, it is nice. I love Dishonored. And the thing is, so I bought that for Xbox 360, and then I couldn't. I mean, with my flat screen TV, I couldn't play it without the hookups, and I don't have the extra added hookups right now. So I bought it for my Xbox One as well. So I played it and got more than halfway through it, and I love it. It's a very addictive game. Dishonored is just so amazing. I love what you can do and how you can experiment with different things, and you can play the game 400 times and it can be different every single time. Um, Far Cry is amazing too. I like the gameplay as well as that. Um, but if I play it too many days in a row, it just feels dry. It gets really dry really quick, and it just feels redundant after that point. Assassin's Creed, woo! I love Assassin's Creed. When I was growing up, I heard and seen commercials all the time. Assassin's Creed, Assassin's Creed, and or I heard people after Christmas time talk. Oh, hey, I got this game named Assassin's Creed, and I was like, oh, that sounds pretty nifty. But I always was like, I don't know if I'll ever get invested in that kind of game. But then years later, it was on sale on the Xbox, and I picked one up, and I love it. I would never change anything. Maybe to change the fact that I didn't get it earlier, but it's like you get addicted to certain video games, and even if they create a new title, like say Valhalla or Origins or Mirage or whatever, or even Shadows that's going to be coming out, which looks really cool, which I want to play it, but it's only for the new consoles, which sucks so badly. It's not good. Okay, it makes me really frustrated. I wish it was coming out for the little bit older console. It's not really super old, but a little bit older console, because I wish that I was able to play that, because I would love to be a samurai or a ninja. That's just it's in the name. It's in the name, Assassin's Creed. I mean, good Lord. But I would love to either be a samurai or a ninja, which is already like something I've already dreamed about. So, man. None really wants to know if you have a wife. Well, the answer is going to remain the same. No, I don't. No plans either. GTA 4 is older, but it has more details, but the graphics aren't as good. You can also pick up trash and throw it at someone. Actually, that's one Grand Theft Auto game I have never actually played. Is Grand Theft Auto 4. I've actually never played it, and I actually do not own it. So I have Liberty Stories, I have San Andreas, and I have Grand Theft Auto 5. I think those are the only three I have. I might have another one too, but the one that's worth the most is Liberty Stories, because not everybody can find that copy. But mine's not even a full copy, but it's good enough. But throwing trash at people wouldn't be bad, but I could do better things with my time, I guess, than throw trash at people. You are extremely attractive. I don't know about that. I'm okay. I'll definitely have to check that out. Check GTA 4 out. None wants you, bro. None can keep it, all right? I ain't interested in that fabrication, all right? Nope, not a chance. The ship has sailed, all right? The invitation is lost in the mail. The pigeon dove got shot, all right? Let's just be honest. It's over, it's done, it's complete. So the answer is no. I play with my dad or my stepdad on PlayStation 3. That's what I'm talking about. On older console. If I got an older PlayStation, it would be PlayStation 3. I'm happy with my PlayStation 2, but I'd like to add other consoles, older consoles, to my um, collection. Small collection, but it's a collection. I have more comic books than I do video games. Well, maybe. Maybe. I would say probably so. But my video games are probably worth more than my comic books. So, I do. It's a scary thought. Yeah, that's a scary thought, Mr. Grimm. Yeah. Okay. Speaking of Nintendo, I bought a Nintendo NES that still had all of its colors, no scratches on it, and it's B grade with the HDMI cables for a newer TV for $200, and it works fine. Wow. I can hear a baby crying right now. I'll show you something. See, this is what I get right here. See the old Zelda. That's what I have. And as you can tell, I paid $100 for this bad boy. I'm happy with it. Very happy with it. So, this thing works amazing. And the shop that I bought this at is one of my favorite places that I ever bought video games from. Amazing place. They always had classic video games and everything. And one day I told my cousin, I said, you know what, I would love so much, so very much, if I had Donkey Kong Country. And I would want to play the dang thing. And he said, go get it. So I was like, okay. So I go to the first gaming store, and I bought this bad boy. A Super Nintendo. Zelda edition. Right? Then all right. So I had to pluck out a few games and stuff. I might just show you all my video games today. I don't know. Oh, they're all hard copy games. So I went to the first gaming store. I got the special edition Zelda NES, Super Nintendo. Yeah, I probably said that backwards, whatever. But I went there, got the gaming system, all right, the Super Nintendo Zelda edition. And I was like, well, I wonder if the other store still has the Donkey Kong Country. They do. They did. I bought it. And it works amazing. See, I originally played this game years and years ago when I lived in Georgia with my grandfather. And I would sit on my bed, and sometimes it was in his bedroom, and I just sit on his bedroom, sit on his bed and just play the game, And before he passed away, I was supposed to get the game system, but I don't know what happened to it, right? And years and years go by, and I was just like telling my cousin that, and going back to the old memory wall, you know. And I was just like, man, I would love to have that game again. And both two different shops, Fudd's Video Games, which now has been bought out, but they kept the name, they kept Fudd's name in Muncie, Indiana, and then the other shop was just a regular video game store, but they had classic video games, and got it. And as soon as I got home, I hooked the bad boy up to my Fat Boy TV, which was a box TV, and played it, and I was like, wow, this is amazing. This is amazing. And I died several times because the old video games are a lot harder than the ones today. But to show you the rest of my, well, I don't know if it's the rest, but also on that trip, I also got, you know, Mario World, because Super Mario World, because it's a classic, you know. And then some other games I got a little bit later, The Lion King, which I have played because I know it works and everything, but I just haven't like went into detail with it because these games are harder. Then he also got, like, you know, good old Aladdin, which Aladdin I've only played a little bit of. You know, I played a little bit more of Lion King. My cousin gave me these next two when he was moving. Originally, he was moving to Alabama a few months before I decided to move to North Carolina. And he said, Alabama's amazing. I love it down here. And then a few months later, that changed. But and now he's living back in Indiana. But I didn't change my mind. I love it here. And I truly do. I love it here. Besides the job situation, it was a little rocky. Now I have a job, but it just doesn't pay as much as I want to be paid. So, but this game is one of the games my cousin gave me. And I'm not really into Madden 95. I'm like, woo, Madden 95, yeah! It's one of my favorite games of all time. No, it's actually not. But my cousin gave it to me, and it's like Amish that I'm going to keep the game because my cousin gave it to me. And he also gave me this game, Killer Instinct, which this is like one of the originals from, you know, the actual game. Now they have it for Xbox One, and new characters and new design and all that stuff's in the games. And it's amazing, but it's not the same thing. My poor ass doesn't even have $10 in my purse. That's all right, man. Sometimes it's not about how much money you have, it's about how much intellect you have, all right? So you may not have anything, because I don't have anything either. But it's really the intellect that you have. So you can turn you know, nothing into something real quick. You know, by outsmarting people, pretty much, making yourself happy. I also just got memories like that with my grandma before she passed away, just playing games with no worries. See, I have memories with the Super Nintendo with my grandfather, because I lived in Georgia with him. Well, before I start that, I'm sorry about your loss. I've lost I only have one grandparent remaining. So when I was younger and I had all my grandparents, I was like, you know what, this is pretty damn solid. I have all my grandparents and I'm, you know, almost 30 years old. I think I was like maybe 20 some, you know, I was like 26 or 27. And then my grandpa, we called him Grandpa Georgia because he lived in Georgia. But my Grandpa Arbuckle, Grandpa Georgia, he got diagnosed with cancer. And my brother called me up on the phone and said, hey man, you know, do you want to go see Grandpa? Because his health's deteriorating. You want to go see Grandpa, you know, for one last, you know, time. And I said, yeah, let's do it. So I was off that weekend from work at Ball State University, and I was a custodian over there. You know, after graduating from the university, I became a custodian because, you know, it paid the bills. It was higher wage too. especially a little bit higher than I'm getting paid now, which is sad. But we go over there. We have a good road trip together from Indiana to Georgia. We have a tremendous road trip. We see my grandfather, and he, compared to the last time I seen him, he looked like a shell of himself. And then I think it was a few months later, the year I graduated from college, or not the year I graduated. Yeah, the year I graduated from college, he passed away. So 2014, and yeah, one of the worst days I could remember. Because when I grew up, I was the one grandkid that actually went down there and stayed with him for a little bit and enjoyed it. I loved Georgia, and so when I made my mind up where I wanted to go to after my dad's passing, it was either Georgia or North Carolina. And I told myself, I lived in Georgia before. Let me try North Carolina. And before I die, I'll probably return back to Georgia, meet some new people, become greeted again with some new faces, and maybe go to Tennessee and visit my grandfather, who's now buried at a veterans, cemetery for veterans. And I think that's amazing. So yeah. But I have lost all my grandparents pretty much. My grandma Shaft is the only one around still. But yeah, within a span of just a few years, I went from having them all to losing almost all of them, besides my grandma Shaft. So it's the moment we got to reflect, be thankful about what we have. Also for $50, I got a PSA graded gem mint condition Charizard first edition holographic. I have a Charizard too, holographic, early days too. It's just not first edition. Could show that too. Got a few Pokemon cards. I got a few, I got comic books, video games, Pokemon cards, wrestling cards. I got Eddie Guerrero, Chris Benoit. You can name the wrestler. I probably have them. I haven't bought wrestling cards in a few years though. Yeah. So, but I have a holographic Charizard as well, and it's one of the originals. My brother gave that for I can't remember exactly which birthday. I think it was my 16th birthday, or maybe earlier than that. It might have been my 12th birthday or something, but he gave me that for my birthday one year. And he had two of them. I don't remember what he did with the second card, or the third card, because he had a few of them, because he would buy boxes and boxes and boxes of cards, and he would just sell them. And he knew I liked, anime and Pokemon and different things like that, Dragon Ball Z, and so he would gift me some stuff. And he gave me a decent amount of cards, but a lot of the cards I have, I bought myself. Because there's a little secret out there. You can go to Dollar General and buy $1 packets, and there's only 3 cards in the pack. It's only $1 though, but you get 3 cards. Now, one of those cards, the middle card, could actually be a super rare, because I've gotten a full-blown Sabrina, which I still have, which goes for like $30 right now, but in 10 years it's going to be like $60 or something. But it's cool. Yep, good days. That's exactly right. It's days to reflect on, but days to be thankful that you experienced. Nowadays, I don't let anybody get close to me. Don't give people the time of day. Man, you were 14. It seems like we lose our loved ones so early. It feels like it's horrible. Especially like losing. It's like you're losing our heroes. But the older we get, the more heroes that we lose. And some heroes we lose before we're even born. Like I'm into Well, I mean, there's a lot of stuff, but I go to older, like I like old comedies. So I like the Three Stooges, and I like the Marx Brothers, and you know old comedians. All right, all of them are dead pretty much, and that was my thing. And all these dudes died like 25 to 30 to 40, 50, 60 years before I was even born. Some of them more than that. So, like Fatty Arbuckle died in like the 30s. I'm not a huge fan of him because, he has a lot of controversy, but that dude, for example, died in the 30s. It's almost 100 years later. So, but yeah. Um, stuff that, yeah, that stuff, that's the kind of stuff that will break you down and watch you drown. That's the kind of stuff. If you think about it too much, you become like lost in your thoughts, and you become depressed, weak, helpless, vulnerable, susceptible to being destroyed and conquered at any time. Life is son of a bitch sometimes. Life is crazy, but we gotta keep believing. We gotta keep trusting. I put my full faith in God that He's going to help me through every situation. And the roughest situation I've ever went through, and one of your roughest is probably losing your grandparent, but one of my worst was losing my dad, losing my grandpa. Grandpa Woods, my grandma Woods, my grandpa Shaft. That all happened like back to back years. Um, and then so lose my dad, and I don't even have enough time to grieve about his passing because about 8 to 9 months later, his mom passed away, and then not even 6 or 7 months later, my grandpa Woods, her husband passed away, and then not even a full blown year later, my grandpa Shaft passes away. So, and then in that whole entire time, we've had to put 4 puppy dogs to sleep, and I was like, man, I mean, can I get a break? What's going on here today? Like, this is bad. So how can you grieve through that kind of thing? You just take it step by step. And how I did it was I moved away from everybody I knew. I moved away from everything. Like, you're like, man, I want to be comfortable. I want to be underneath the blanket. I want to be comfortable today. I'm like, screw it. Like, I was gonna say the F word, but screw it all. Um, let's drift that sea. That's what I want to do. I want to just drift that sea and be lost and forgotten by 99% of people, and just drift and become one with nature. Not be freaking Tarzan, all right? I want to shave my face once in a while and not look like a caveman, but I want to just drift and be one with the deer and be one with the rabbits and be one with the damn buffalo and whatever else, and just have a lovely time, in the wilderness. But because losing people, man, it's like getting kicked in the balls multiple times, like, and people just laugh at you when it's happening. And losing my dad was the worst. It was tragic in many ways, and I almost ended it all. And I'm glad my good old faithful friend TJ spoke up and said, "Man, you deserve so much better, and you're gonna get so much better, because there's much more that you're gonna accomplish in this life." And he was really the only person who spoke that kind of wisdom into my life at that point. We all need someone like that. Just one person like that. So it just takes one person to change the world. Yep, I appreciate that, Mr. Grimm. I definitely appreciate that, and bless your grandma's soul as well. Um, yeah, bless your whole family. Yeah, I mean, a lot of people go through the same situations, but a lot of people nowadays jump the gun and they're like, "Man, we're different. We're different. We have different skin color, or we speak differently, or we act differently, or we look different. Who in the hell cares?" I mean, you're going skin deep. All right. Once you look at somebody's personality and look them deep into their eyes and look deep into their soul and actually find out who they truly are. All right. Before you actually start looking down on them And even when you get to know them deeply and know the convictions, know their sins, and all that crap, who are you to actually look down on someone like that and say, man, you're worthless, you're pathetic, you don't deserve crap? What I learned through life, everything that I've been through, which, I'm a young guy, I have a lot to going for myself. I have a lot to going against myself too, but the thing I learned more than anything else is to encourage and to motivate others to continue to build themselves up day in, day out. It's like playing a video game. It's like playing a simple video game. You can build a character any way you want. A good old RPG fashion right there. You can make him a super good guy or super bad guy like in Red Dead Redemption 2. You pick who you want to become. And it's going to be, your actions are going to speak louder than your words sometimes. That's what it is right there. So, people can point the finger. They can say, "Oh, it's you that did this. Oh, it's you." But to tell you the truth straight up, it's we can determine our own fates, our own desires, and all that crap. So we just got to be humble and yeah. But yeah, we do have similar situations, and I'd like to hear more from you. So I lost my grandma 2 years ago, and I'm sorry if you're lost, buddy. It's hard, and people who haven't, or maybe they haven't had a grandparent, like that, they don't understand. But it's difficult, man. It's horrible. It feels like life just stopped, and you feel like life just can't continue because you lost your hero, and then you feel like everything's just stopped. But I want to encourage that life doesn't necessarily get better, but it gets more stable. It gets more comforting because I left everything I knew. After I lost my dad, I gave it time to adjust and get better flow and progression throughout this life. And then I was like, you know what? This is not working. Something's just not working. This isn't working. Let me stop the facade. Let me stop this fantasy. Let me stop whatever I'm doing. And let me just, my cousin just moved to Alabama, and let me just focus my eyes, focus my attention elsewhere. Okay. And my ultimate goal in life is to be a full-time photographer. So my ultimate goal was to leave the nest big time, leave everyone I ever met, leave all my comforts and everything behind, and become extremely freaking bold and just leave. And then walk into a new reality. And that's exactly what I did. I walked into a new reality, and at first it was really fearful. Actually, at first, let me be honest. At first, when I first came to Greenville, North Carolina, it was awesome. I was like, "Woo, yeah, man, where's the cake and balloons at?" And I was thinking, well, the cake needs to be, egg free because I'm allergic to eggs. But I was like, this is awesome. All right, this is plain and simply a beautiful thing. It's so dang beautiful because it's like, man, I'm free. All right, I'm free. I don't have to feel like I need to please a certain person or a certain group of people any longer. I don't have my ex like badgering at me and trying to get me to come over to her anymore. I feel free. All right. But then a few months later, like the job situation I was talking about earlier, it's like realness starts creeping in real quick. And you're like, I still don't have a freaking job. I don't have anything locked in, and it's been like 3 months, and I had money, but now it's starting to dwindle down quickly. So fear starts glooming, and you start becoming gloomy, and you start having depression, and you start having anxiety flare up all the damn time, and you don't have food. You barely have any water. You're panicking all the damn time. And then, during that time, you start leaning into God. Woo! And that was the only saving grace I had at that point, because I was like, maybe the move over here was not the best decision. But everything worked out. It took time, but slowly everything's working out. I have more food in my refrigerator now than I did it's still an empty fridge in there. All right, most of it's liquid, but I'm eating pretty much the same dang foods every day. I'm eating a dollar burritos from Walmart every day, or pizza. Like I was eating beans and tuna for a long time, and I was like, then I became lightheaded and dizzy and have headaches for weeks upon weeks. And I was like, you know what? I need to be honest with myself. This is going to kill me. All right, I'm just not getting the vitamins, minerals that I need. This is going to ultimately kill me because I had a headache for over a week. It's going to kill me one day. One day I'm not going to wake up. Okay. So what do? You look yourself boldly in the mirror and you're saying, well, how do I change this? Well, I started getting pizza at Little Caesars because all these dang, like places started jacking up the prices for food and groceries and everything. And it doesn't hurt the rich guy. Oh no, it doesn't hurt the rich guy. And also it doesn't really hurt the people who have like food stamps and stuff. But it hurts the people who don't have. Like they're like, well, you make too much or whatever. Well, I don't even try because that's exactly what they tell me. Oh, you make too much. You should be able to afford food. Well, I can't, because it's too damn much. So I started buying Little Caesars pizza, and pizza is my favorite food anyways, and it's $7 for a whole damn pizza. So I started doing that, and I save money on that. So I don't go buy groceries. I buy a Little Caesars pizza like 3 times a week. I save money, and I eat pizza, and I feel happy. All right, so I'm now getting the somewhat of the vitamins and minerals because I still buy blueberries and bananas, and try to keep my because I love fruits. I'm addicted to those fruits, and also got to buy some lemons once in a while. But the point is, I try to still get some of the stuff I love, but it's what they're giving you is just the crackers, the busted crackers that or seashells or whatever you want to call them, but it's just the leftovers, and I don't want leftovers. Anyways, that was a story and a half. Josiah says she was sick for a while and got better, and boom, just like that. That's sometimes that's how it happens. I remember my dad went through chemo twice, and he went through radiation, I believe, twice as well. Actually, I take that back. He went through radiation twice, and then he went through chemo once. The chemo he didn't lose any hair or anything like that when he went through it. On the vice versa, when my grandpa Arbuckle did it, I believe he looked like he lost damn hair. He looked like he lost the rest of his hair, except he had a little bit of a mustache going on. But my dad, when he had radiation, it seems like it took more out of him. Then he did um, this experimental type thing to try to get rid of the cancer. And then after that, see, it seems like when he did the chemo and the radiation, his health went up a little bit and improved a little bit. But then he did that amino acid whatever thing, and whoo, it tanked. I would have told the doctor to kiss my ass. Especially that doctor, because I was in there the final days my dad was around. My dad was alive, and he wasn't doing well. And the doctor walked in there and he said, well, I think you're dead. I think he's going to die. And I'm like, you son of a bit. I mean, I'm going to choke you. Okay. You need to get out of here. All right. He's going to pass away. Yes. All right. But there's a respectful way to do this, and there's a non-respectful way to do this. And I was just thinking the window is not opened yet, but it can be. All right. And we can throw you out of this multi-story building and nobody will know. People will know, but or will they? I don't know. We'll have to cover this up. But yeah, I don't. Yeah, some people I'd like to smack in the face. A family is going through that kind of that kind of distress. You don't walk in there and say, "Oh, he's going to pass away." Man, I'm gonna smack you right in your mouth. That's exactly what you deserve. All right. But yeah, I'm sorry about your loss. And if you need anything, that goes for Mr. Grimm, that goes for Josiah, that goes for anybody. If you guys need anything, just let me know, and I'll do my dearest, not just to be a YouTuber. Oh yeah, YouTuber. Because this ain't shit. This ain't anything, all right? I just try to make myself happy. Woo! And meet people. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but at least I tried, right? But if you guys need anything, as a person, I will do my best to be there for you. Pushing forward is the only way with a tough heart. It is. I go see sunrises. I go see sunsets. I used to go love see sunsets, but now it's turned into sunrises. Every time I go see one, I'm like, this is my time with my dad. This is my time with God. I go see the sunrise of pure essence of beauty. And I would always send a picture to my dad. He would be the first person I would send a message to. And he'd respond shortly after. And he would tell me, man, that's beautiful. And most of the time he would say that's pretty. And, he was just inspirational. Sometimes we just need a person in our lives like that to tell us, continue doing what you're doing because you're making an impact. Continue doing what you're doing because you are inspirational. You are the inspirationalness. I don't even know if that's a word. Who cares? We don't care if it's a word or not. You are the inspiration that I need. All right. And I've met many people in my life, and some of those people are just so dreadful. But we need the inspirational one to step out and say, hey, man, you can do this. All right. Be bold, be courageous, and be faithful to yourself and your goals and your dreams, and anything and everything's possible. But don't be arrogant about it. Take a step back and look at yourself in the mirror and say, what's the best way I can do this? With being honorable, being respectful, being who I am and being the true me. And see, the best answer is not always the right answer. So I learned that from a driving instructor online when I was teaching myself how to drive and get my license and everything, because I went a back ways to do that as well. So a lot of people have someone to teach them. I didn't have anybody to lean on and say, hey, teach me how to drive, No, didn't have a soul. I'm going to go. Sorry for your losses. I appreciate that. I know you're not here anymore, but I appreciate you and appreciate that. And I hope you have a tremendous day. You may not hear this message, but hope you have a tremendous night. People like you give me hope. Well, people like you give me hope because I can't do this alone. Some people are like, man, I'm strong and I'm correct, but you got to have someone say to you that you are inspirational or that you are encouraging or that you are motivational because the way you talk, by the way you act, by the way you are, because the way we are is going to be mocked by other people. Like some people are going to be like, that's cool. Some people are going to think that that's not cool or whatever, but it's going to influence others in any way, in every way, And so I want to be the best version of myself every single day. So, and giving up is definitely not the answer. Giving up is the falsehood. That's what reality today has led people to believe. Oh, you can give up. It's okay if you give up. It's okay if you quit. No, it's not. Never quit, never give up, never surrender. You can change the narrative of a story without giving up. All right, the story doesn't have to be like, oh, well, this, but you can change the narrative of a story without giving up. You just change the goals, you change the dreams, you change how you're going to take each and every step, each and every day, because that's what makes you go. That's what makes you different than A, B, and C, So you don't have to be the same as A, B, and C, but you can be much, much different than them. More bold, too. What's going on? How you doing today? How's everybody doing, You take care of yourself, too, Mr. Grimm. Nice having a good conversation with you. somebody's about to fly through the wall. I don't know what they're doing. Like bam, 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 bam. Could you quit slamming your head against the wall? You know, I'd like to just smack some people around today. All right. I eat a lot of ground beef. That isn't expensive either. Good Lord. Bam, bam, bam. You hear that? I mean, it's like they're just like, bam, bam, bam. Good Lord. All right. Sometimes you just walk up to somebody, just smack them and say, "Why the hell are you the way you are?" All right. I don't really eat a lot of ground beef because not because it's not expensive, but because it hurts my stomach. Let's just say that. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, it hurts my stomach when I eat too much of it, or if I eat a little bit of it, it hurts my stomach. So, yeah, my stomach's a weird one. I think it's because I changed my diet by eating all these fruits and vegetables. I tell you that, man. Especially the fruits, because you can change your DNA structure. And eggs and omelets. Well, I can't really have eggs because I'm allergic to them. So, which actually might be a good thing because I'll cutting back on that cholesterol. Well, starving is a pain, I guess. That was a pain in my butt. Yeah, I've starved. It's not good. And that rips me and tears me apart when people in this country are starving, yet people that are immigrants and stuff are coming over here. Now, I love people from other countries and stuff, but they're getting treated better than the Americans. That's where the issue gets, that's where the issue is. The Americans should be treated better than them, because we're an American, I guess, for now. But I am okay now, and I am also hopeful that for you, I'm doing okay. I'm doing okay. I have my days, I have my nights, I have days I lose hope, days I lose energy, days I want to give up, days I want to say I surrender, that I quit. By the end of the day, I just continue giving it in my ultimate best and continue striving for greatness. I wish they would quit pounding against the damn wall. But yeah. And thank you for the hug. I appreciate that. I give you a hug back. Something like that. Yes, exactly. It's definitely a crisis target. So, not an enjoyable crisis either. Because it makes my life a living hell. I'll tell you that. All right. Oh boy. Yep. So, anyways, this was I hope you never give up and stay strong, brother. I will be heading out. Goodbye. I'm probably gonna head out too. But you have a nice one. It's nice talking to you, Mr. Grimm. Hope you have a nice evening. All right. Appreciate it. And you stay strong, stay humble, stay respectful and honorable in everything that you do. All right. I wish you the best. Here in the Netherlands as well. It's worldwide, but I wouldn't mind going to the Netherlands. Well, probably won't be in the anytime soon, but wouldn't mind it. It'd be pretty nifty to go to Europe. Going to Europe would be pretty snazzed up. J parle la français. Going to France. Going to France or Italy or Greece or um, any of those places would be amazing. Because that's just we as humans, we need to not just live in the container that we live in. Oh, it's great to live. All right. It's great to go to the beach, go to the mountains, go see waterfalls, go see different things that are synonymous to your area. But it's also great to leave your comfort zone and journey, get in your car, get on the plane, go anywhere, and go see other things. And that's when true beauty takes place. That's when true presence takes place because you find out who you truly are, what your true passions are. And one day before I die, all right, I hope to go to Europe and see some beautiful things because the world is full of beauty. And a lot of people are, they're worried about social media or they're worried about, their text messaging or their girlfriend or whatever, boyfriend. And me personally, I'm just like, I want to go see some beauty. I want to get some good photography. I want to do some good photography, have good moments, and live in the moment rather than living scared or living, whatever, you fill in the blank. So, but coming home is even better feeling. No place like home. It's a solid feeling coming home after a long drive or after a long day at work. But what if you don't have a home? What if you don't have a home and you just travel and you just look for a friend to call a friend, or you look for a family to call a family, you know? Um, Eventually, I'll just travel the world looking for a friend to call a friend, and I'll probably find a few friends, and I'll probably find a few enemies, but most of the time when you seek out like you're humble and you're respectful and you're honest and you go to different countries and you treat them with compassion and respect and everything, they're gonna treat you like gold. And most of the time, you know. So when I go to China, man, it's gonna be awesome. When I go to Japan, it's gonna be awesome. When I go to the Netherlands, it's gonna be awesome. Or you fill in the blank. Some places I won't go though. Some Middle Eastern countries I won't go to. Some like Russia, Syria. No, thank you. Yemen. A guy like me will get killed easily. Um, so I mean, because they hate Americans and they hear the way I talk and the way I am and stuff, they'll kill me instantly. So no, thank you. But other places that are accepting for who what I bring to the table, I guess. Um, cool, awesome. I'm joyful about that. So yeah. So this was a message brought to you by John Woods and Donkey Kong. I'd like to visit Poland one day when I'm healed. Well, you're closer to Poland than I am. Um, yeah. You're a lot closer to Poland than I am. Why would you want to visit Poland? What's calling you to go there? Such a beautiful country, interesting language as well. Mm. 9-hour drive with a car. I'd make that trip in a day. I would make that trip. But Poland's not really like the number one place I'd want to go to in Europe. Um, I mean, it's right there beside Germany, but I don't. Germany's not really. Germany's a sad place. Has a lot of sad, bad history. Um, but yeah, I mean, I don't know what their countryside looks like, but I guarantee you they have beautiful things over there and interesting language. It's probably a beautiful language. I think it's beautiful to hear somebody speak in another language. I think it. I think it's like when I were hanging out with my Chinese friends and stuff years and years ago. Um, I loved hearing them speak in Chinese. It was awesome. I couldn't understand a word they were saying, but I thought it was amazing. Could you quit moving, screeching your damn chair against the floor? Um, I think it's beautiful, like the way people talk from other countries and their own symbolic language because it's just, I think it's amazing. Um, it's a beautiful thing. Some people, oh, they speak in another language. It's blah blah blah. Who in the hell cares? Like, is it deeply making you, oh, I can't live anymore. Oh, no, you're fine. You're just a little butthurt. But at the end of the day, it's a beautiful thing to hear somebody speak in another language. Beautiful, magnificent, glorious. Because I don't know. So it's a glorious thing. I love it. But yeah, 9 hour drive. That's nothing. I live with Polish people in one house. I live in their attic. You live in their attic. You live in their attic. Whoa. That's cool. Maybe they can go with you to Poland because if they're Polish people, they might be from Poland. So maybe you guys can all go to Poland or something, go out to eat or whatever, because they probably have good food over there too. So they showed pictures and just beautiful. You'd love the beach near, yeah, I don't know how to pronounce that, but yeah. I probably would. I probably love it. Um, I like beaches. Um, I'm gonna guess they probably have some mountains and stuff too. Um, it probably has some beauty. I definitely would. Doesn't take much to please me. It doesn't take much at all. But yeah, I don't know what Poland actually looks like, so I can't really make a justification. But it's probably very similar to Germany. So I speak French, English, German, Dutch, and now a bit of Polish. Good gosh. Holy crap. Yeah, it's spiced up, all right. That's awesome. I can speak French a little bit. I can speak a little bit of Chinese. I can speak English. Can you believe this? I can speak English. I cannot speak Polish words at all. I can't speak German at all either, or Dutch. I can speak Chinese. Kwanasi Woodsy. Je parle la français. Je parle la français. I don't know. I think I speak it decent. I don't know. Knowing it, I probably don't speak it at all, man. But yeah. I tried to cook some Polish dish called bigos. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Kind of like, yeah. That sounds delightful. I tried at least once. Yep, probably good. I'd probably try it. Oh yeah. I like trying different foods. As long as I'm not allergic to the dang thing, I'm good with it. Oh man. Yep, life is good. I'll put these video games up. The country is huge. Yes, mountains, beach, nature, but also big cities, high-rise buildings. Yeah, I'll have to go to Poland. Even though I'd like to go to, I mean, I wouldn't mind going to Poland. There's so many good places over there to go in Europe. You got Ireland, you got Poland, you got um, Germany, Greece, which Greece is like mainly from what happened yesterday rather than what's happening today, but still. Um, I was a French teacher in Canada for English speaking. I was in I was a French teacher in Canada for English speaking public servants for 20 years. Holy crap. I was not a French teacher at all. I have had I think 3 or 4 French teachers, and most of them were pretty good. There was this one guy that was a little up in the clouds, but towards the end of the semester that I had him, he was let know that they would not be renewing his deal. And so he had the last semester, we were in his last class that he taught at Ball State University, and that was it. And then he was fired. So, yeah. Um, I don't know how well my French is, but I haven't spoken in a long time. I've spoken more Chinese recently than French. She's laughing. That's good. I'll probably get along with the Europeans. Go visit some of the older leaders of these countries that are dead, been dead for years, been dead for like 400 years, like Henry V or whatever, Henry IV or whatever, Henry III, Henry V. Yeah. You're tired. Maybe I should go to bed as well. I am tired. I am, and I had coffee, and what coffee does for me, it calms me down. I'm like, woo. But I'm doing an experiment where I do a live stream like for an hour every day for a week and see if that helps my channel grow. So I'm going to try to do this every day and see if it helps my channel grow, and just get on the YouTube channel and just chat about whatever the people want to talk about. And talk for about an hour to an hour and a half or whatever, and just then hop off and then do it again the next day. You know. But so far it's it's working. And today's day one. And plus it gets my hours up too. So wish you a good night. And yes, I love laughter and can laugh about almost anything. Makes life easier. Yes, laughing is the best medicine. It's the best medicine. Word of God helps too. I was reading some Romans today. And I wish you a good night's rest too. I appreciate that. I'll pray and then I'll dive into a sleep. It'll be lovely. Yeah, so I wish you the very best too. Hope you have a tremendous evening. All right. You hip hop off here and I'm gonna jump off here too. So then I'll put these video games up, which are something I like. I like video games a little bit. I'll put the rest of them up too. I'll try to do this from time to time. Just let the people talk whatever they want to talk about. A free for all topics, random chats. Sometimes those are the best. They are the best because really the conversation go every way. And you are not going to frighten people off. Well, you might frighten people off, but you're going to build up your community easier if you just get on here and just shoot the crap with people and just talk whatever they want to talk about. Like today, we went straight into video games, and then that got brought up to me telling story about how I got this game and how I got the Zelda game system and stuff, and I put the game system in the wrong spot too, but it's good because it gets stories out there and stuff, but stories I'm not going to look at this, look at the story, and but it's stories where people are interested because of the subject matter at hand. So sometime in the future, like there was somebody on here that was talking about Pokemon cards, and I brought up that I have the holographic Charizard, which I could go find him because I have several decks of Pokemon cards, and I have holographic Charizard and many other holographic cards, and I think it's amazing. I like Pokemon to a point. I watched the complete first season, I think about 3 or 4 months ago, maybe 5 months ago, and it was good rewatching it. It doesn't come off kiddie or anything, but it comes off solid. But right now I'm watching currently I'm watching actually 4 animes. I'm watching and this is not in any particular order, but I'm watching Dr. Stone, and I'm on season 2. And Dr. Stone it's an amazing anime, just hands down top notch. I like it. I liked season 1 a little bit more than season 2, but it's tremendous storytelling. Yesterday I watched an episode. Since when I was on vacation, I think I watched 8 or 9 episodes of anime total, so it was good. And then anime number 2, Tears to Tiara. It's not my favorite. But it's not bad either. It's a solid anime with developing characters and everything, where there's one of the main characters is known as Satan, or not Satan, but he's known as the devil, and he's actually a good guy who's trying to help the main character, the main protagonist, gain, uh, the kingdom and stuff, and help his sister and everything. It's a solid anime. It's not one of my favorites, but I like it enough that I'm going to finish it. There's only one anime I've never finished, and I hate the anime. I don't like the anime at all. It's called Campery, and it's freaking horrible. It's about this guy who can turn into a woman, and woo, that's a scary anime, but it's a horrible anime. And then we got oh man, gosh, dang. Haku Hoshin. That one, Hoshin, when that anime started, I didn't like it. That's true. But then the last like 15, 20 episodes, I've enjoyed it. Last couple episodes have been very impactful. A lot of people have either died or have been on the brink of death because the main villain is on a rampage and killing everybody pretty much. So, and then the last one I'm watching right now is Demon Slayer, and Demon Slayer has it's good. What is that? Right, wrong. I don't know. I don't know what the hell that is. I don't know. I don't know what I just found. Won a contest. I don't know. Won a contest. Whee! You were selected. Oh. So basically, I entered this contest online. I was supposed to send them a shirt picture. I might do that tomorrow, maybe, if I want to. Where I want a shirt. And I'm supposed to send them a picture of myself or whatever with the shirt on. It's a nice shirt. So it's nice to win contests once in a while. So, yep. Could shut the shirt off, I guess. I don't know. I brought the shirt up and I'm not like, oh yeah. I guess I'll shut the shirt real quick. It's nothing crazy, but. Oh, well, everybody's gone now. I'll still show the damn shirt. So that's the back of the shirt. East Carolina kitchen and bath. So it's a nice shirt. And then the front of the shirt is basically the same thing, but the design up in the corner. So that's the contest I won. So, but this is an experiment I'm doing to see if I get any damn views. If my subscriber rate goes up by doing a live stream every single day for, we'll say, 30 days, all right? So, or whatever, we'll do a week and see what happens, and then 2 weeks, and so on and so forth. But, oh, Josiah is back. What's going on, Josiah? What's going on with you? That's weird. You put a message on there, and then a few seconds later, then it said, oh, hey, there's somebody watching you. So, this is the shirt I won in the contest. Because I enter contests once in a while. Why the hell not? East Carolina, kitchen and bath. It's decent. It's pretty nice. So, yep. But I actually think I'm gonna hop off here. I gotta work out tonight too. But what I'm going to do, so I want to build up my community on YouTube. All right. And so I'm going to be making an hour to an hour and a half video every single day, live stream. talking about whatever the audience wants to talk about. And so today was video games and whatever else, food and stuff, and my allergies and stuff. So, but yeah, do you play VR? No, wouldn't mind, but I'll probably run into a wall. But no, I don't currently play VR. Um, Actually, I don't play on PC either, but PC does have better deals on certain games. Um, and I do have a pretty solid laptop, which reminds me I have to put all my photos and stuff onto my laptop tonight from my vacation. So, I started the games. Remember? Oh yeah, yeah, you did, didn't you? Yes, you did. Yep. But yeah, I'm gonna do this every single night and have a video on for about an hour and a half to, or an hour to an hour and a half, getting to know people, build my YouTube community, be a YouTuber, hopefully get people to subscribe, get people to check in, get people to tune in, make this a regular thing, build up and get my time up, because that's the most crucial thing, is getting my time up for I can become a YouTuber, for I can start making money off this, and then I can start traveling more and actually making actual content on my YouTube channel. And the cool thing would be to travel to other countries or travel to places and meet people, you know, and actually have friends, you know, people that can have lunch with or whatever, you know. I'm gonna watch every day. That's awesome to hear. And think about some. Here's a thing, just between the two of us. Think about games that you would like me to try or something, because I may have a thing where I'm maybe playing video game or something and just like, you know, interacting with you or whatever. What video games would you want me to try or consider trying in the future? And what games do you enjoy? Just I guess we'll open that tomorrow with those questions. Um, you know, or what kind of games do you play and stuff. So, but I'm gonna, I guess, hip hop off of here, and I'll probably actually play a video game for a few minutes. But around 7 o'clock, probably 7:15, I'm gonna start my workout, which I haven't worked out in like a week. But I'm gonna work out, and then I'm gonna drink me a giant protein shake, or a decent sized protein shake with some bananas and blueberries in it, and get my workout in, and just try to take care of myself, because I get one body, and I get one set of health, you know, habits, and I want to make the best of everything I have. I don't have that much, but make the best of what I have. Bye bye. One question: do you like Snoop Dogg? Don't have a problem with Snoop Dogg. I like his music. Um, I like his name too. It's a cool name. Yeah, I don't mind Snoop Dogg. And plus, now the only thing I have against Snoop Dogg is that he's the uncle to Mercedes Moné, because I'm also a wrestling fan, and I can't stand that. I can't stand her at all. I don't like her. But that's the only thing I don't like about him. But Snoop Dogg's pretty jazzed up. I like him. So, yep. He doesn't really make music like he used to, but I hope he starts making music again. But he hasn't made music, to my knowledge, in a while. But um, I don't really keep up with a lot of people. Like, if I hear a song and stuff, then I'll keep up with them. But normally I'm listening to like Toby Mac and stuff like that. But and plus, when I was growing up, my sister, she likes Snoop Dogg and Ludacris, and, you know, which I like Ludacris too, but just not as much as her. But anyways, I'll be back on here tomorrow night. So if you, I mean, spread the word, I guess, you know. So and we can talk about whatever. So Kryptonite will be live tomorrow. I got to donate plasma tomorrow, but I'll be live shortly after. So probably around 3:30, something like that. 3:30, 4 o'clock, something like that, in that ballpark. Probably closer to Yeah, probably closer to 4, but I'll be on here some point or there on that. Anyways, guess this is me signing out, I guess. Have a wonderful evening, and I'm gonna put my video games up, me and the good old Donkey Kong, and I'm gonna go probably make some more coffee, and then just play a video game for a little bit. I might play one single game in Warframe, and then yeah. And if anybody would like to play Warframe in the future, hit me up or put in the comments what your tag is, and then we can game together. That'd be awesome. So, anyways, peace until tomorrow around 4 p.m. All right, take care, guys.